Andrew McCART, IFL TV in association with MTK Global, with me, and I'm always delighted to be joined by Dalton Smith. Dalton, we spoke a little bit before I pushed record there. Fight date and an opponent confirmed. You must be over the moon.
Yeah, buzzing over the moon, like you say. You know, got an opponent, got a fight date, and we've got 5 weeks, and then it's showtime.
When I spoke to you, I think it must have been 4 or 5 weeks ago. You were in camp. You were training for a fight anyway, whether you had a date or not. You just had the mindset that you were in camp. How ready are you? Can you get ready for? I think it's 4 weeks' time. Are you ready to rock and roll in 4 weeks with the fitness and stuff like that?
Yeah, 100%. Originally, we thought it was going to be on the 25th of July, so that was the fight date set for me. But you know, an extra week's even better, and you know, I'm feeling the strongest I've ever felt. You know, I've been able to have a full camp this time. So yeah, I'm feeling strong. I can't wait.
It's in Eddie's backyard. We've seen Coogan was there yesterday. The sort of scenic sort of feel of it looks good. I mean, you come down the steps from Eddie's sort of like, well, the HQ match from you come down the steps into the ring. What you can see of it just now, it's going to look good. It's going to look the part. But there isn't going to be any fans there. I think I asked you this before. You've done it many times in the amateurs. You fought in front of no fans. But as a professional, are you not used to having the crowds there, the big arenas and stuff like that?
Yeah, you know, same from the amateurs. You know, we've been to tournaments. There's been no crowd there. You know, just a few people in the audience. So, you know, I don't think it's going to affect me, and I don't think it's going to affect Nathan, my opponent. So I don't think it's going to affect us. I think it's going to affect more the bigger guys who you know, rely on the crowd to pick them up, you know, to rely on the atmosphere. So I think we'll be fine.
Let's talk about Nathan Bennett then. For you, you're only 5-0. You're still young. You're still learning your trade, so to speak. But Nathan Bennett, he's had 10 fights, 9 wins, and only the 1 loss, which was on points. What kind of statement are you looking to make against somebody like Nathan? Are you looking to go in there, maybe not just get a comfortable win, but go out there and put on a performance and maybe get the stoppage?
Yeah, that's why that's why we took the fight. You know, Eddie says whoever wants to fight, it's got to be 50-50 fights. You know, you both got to come to win. So, you know, he called me out on Twitter, so I said, let's get the fight on. And you know, it's a chance for me to showcase my skills and, you know, stamp how good I really am and how good I think I am. And you know, Nathan Bennett is the perfect fight for me to do that.
I mean, you're on a run of 4 KOs just now. I mean, like I mentioned there, do you think you can carry that on and put on a big performance in front of the Sky Sports cameras is it the 1st of August? 1st of August, yeah.
1st of August, yeah. Hopefully, yeah. That's you know, you don't want to get paid for overtime, do you? You want to get in and get out there as fast as you can. But you know, obviously, Nathan's a durable and he's a good fighter. You know, his record speaks for itself. So yeah, it's going to be a big show, a big platform. There's going to be a lot of viewers tuning in. So it's a perfect chance for me to go out there and put my stamp on the super lightweight division and you know, get a good win.
Before we talk about obviously putting your stamp on that super lightweight division, because I spoke to you many times before about that division, super lightweight. It's probably the most stacked division globally and domestically. Before we talk about that, I just want to go back to sort of Eddie Hearn in the fight camp. I mean, if anyone can do it, it's Eddie. You know what I mean? So what are your thoughts on him putting on 4 shows? Because you're a boxing fan as well as a fighter, I believe. So after you fight, I'm guaranteed you'll be tuned in on the week 2 and then week 3 and week 4. I mean, what's your thoughts on Eddie doing that in August, the 4 shows?
I think as well, all the fighters are going to have confidence in Eddie because any event he puts on, any show he puts on, he always does it top notch. So, you know, I don't think it's going to be a fail. You know, anything Eddie does, you know, he does it right and he does it to, you know, the full standard. And, you know, I think the all fighters know it's going to be a big platform to be on.
Again, like you said there, stamp your authority in the super lightweight division. Like we've spoke to many times, Dalton, about this division domestically and stuff like that. And I've watched you fight. I think I've been maybe 3 out of the 5 fights that you've had. I've been at 3 of them. And I said to you before, like when I watch your style, I'm like I became a fan of yours because I like the way you approached the fight. Now, like I say to you, you've got a great amateur career, but you're still young. The program, you know yourself now, the professional game is different to the amateur game. But with Eddie putting on these 50-50 fights, it seems that you're going to get a step up and an even better step up and an even better step up. obviously you're going to believe in your own talent, but your dad, I know what your dad is like. Your dad's your coach. I know what he's like. He's very, very strategical when it comes to things like that. What's your dad saying to all this sort of stuff about you stepping up real quickly into the pro ranks and getting the big fights?
I think the way you've got to see it as well is I'm only 23,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm still a baby in the game, and I'm in this for the long run. I want to be competing until I'm 35 at an high level. Touch wood. So it's about taking it right, and obviously these promoters out there, they want to get you they want to fast track you as fast as they can. But I listen to my dad. My dad, he's the main voice in my camp, and he's not going to let nobody try and rush me too fast just for their own benefits. Because you've got one chance at in your career in boxing, and you've got to do it right. So, I think this next fight is obviously a big step up for me, and I don't think it's a case of win this next fight and they've got to step up. I could stay at this level for a few more fights.
Is there enough
and
fighters in
then
the
step
UK
up.
at that level though, Dalton? Is there enough fighters sort of at
Yeah,
that
to be
sort of...
honest, there is quite a few fights around this level for me. Like you say, it's just in Britain, there's a lot of fights for me out there. So I just listen to my dad, and we go at the pace what we feel's right and comfortable for us.
Definitely. Well, let's go back to your opponent, Nathan Bennett. Why has he called you out on Twitter? Has there been previous sort of beef between you two, or is it just a fight that he feels he's comfortable in beating you in winning?
Well, obviously he must be confident in beating me, otherwise he wouldn't have took the fight. But no, I've never heard of Nathan Bennett before. I was originally meant down to fight Nathan Farrell, but that fight fell through. And then, to be honest, he's not being disrespectful. He's just, he needs to get a fight himself. So, fair play to him. He got the fight. He just said, "Look, Eddie, I've heard you need an opponent for Dalton. Let's get it on." So we went back. They made the fight happen. So fair play to him. He got the fight, and he's a good fighter, and I know he's going to come to put on a performance and prove how good he is. So I'll be ready for that.
Definitely. Well, talk to me about the card that you're on. I mean, when I saw the fight poster yesterday, I was like, oh my gosh. I mean, it's 50-50 fights down the middle. Like I said, I don't know much about Nathan Bennett as well, so I don't mean to be disrespectful, but he's got a great record for somebody like yourself, and you've got the omelette fight, as people are calling it. You've got Ted Cheeseman and Sam Egerton. You've got Jordan Gill and Bellotti. You've got Tennyson and I can't remember. Forgive me, but it's Gavin Gwynn from Wales.
Gavin Gwynn,
yeah. So like every fight's a 50-50 fight, and it's a cracking fight on the bill. I mean, you must be excited in that sort of aspect of it as well.
Yeah, just being on the card, because I think that first fight week, they're the real 50-50 fights there. And, especially like the Eggington and Cheeseman, that's going to be one hell of a war. The guys don't even know. They've got the similar style, and, I think that's going to be an entertaining fight. Jordan Gill and Bellotti fight, again, they both need the win. They're both coming back. So yeah, they're all 50-50 fights, and it's got everyone interested, and that's what we need.
Do you feel any pressure being on the first week? Because boxing fans have been crying out for, obviously, well, we know Frank Warren's got a show on the 10th of July, but in terms of Eddie and Sky Sports and stuff like that, you're the first show. You probably might be one of the first fights on the bill to go off. Are you feeling any sort of pressure on that when the Sky Sports cameras are? And it looks like the whole boxing world is going to be on you, Dalton. So it's going to be your time to shine.
It's either you either crumble under pressure or you thrive on it. And I've always thrived on the big occasions when I've come around to it. So I can't wait for it, and it's my opportunity to prove my skill and how good I am. So I'm going to soak it all up, and I'm going to go out there and I'm just going to give it 100%. I love I love the pressure.
That's the reason I asked that, is because sometimes young fighters like yourself, even though you're fighting on the big pay-per-view bills and the big shows at the arenas and stuff, sometimes you can get lost on the undercard early on in the arena when there's not many fans there. You're on Facebook Live or stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? So you might get lost in sort of like the undercard. But like I said to you, this is your opportunity with the Sky Sports cameras and all on you. So like I said, I like the way you style. So I know the sort of fighter that you are, but now you're probably going to showcase it in front of millions and millions and more. So that's probably why I asked, do you feel pressure? But clearly you don't.
That's it. If I didn't like the pressure, then I wouldn't be taking a 50-50 fight like I have, especially on the platform it's going to be on. So I'm confident. I'm confident, and I'm going to beat Nathan, and I'm going to do it in style, and it's just going to boost my profile much more.
Finally, before I let you go and enjoy the rest of your day, because it's just started to rain here, so I've jinxed myself, because I know I told you it was getting sunny, but it's just started to rain again. But what's your final thoughts to everybody? Well, for the 4 weeks, and all the fans going to tune in on the 1st of August.
All tune in, because they're all real 50-50 fights, and it's gonna be entertainment, and it's nice to have boxing back. So make sure you all tune in.
Well, I'll be tuning in, because I don't think I'm going to make the trip down. I don't know what I don't know what the media type things is going up yet. So I might not. I probably won't be there, Dalton, but I'll be tuning in. And good luck with your fight. And again, thanks to News Firefield TV. I always appreciate your time, brother.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Stick in, Dalton. I'll speak to you soon, man.
Nice one, Andrew. See you later. Bye.